What if I told you, a guy that tried to own woke people by making an AI slop game with a sexualized version of his daughter in it, thought that you were the weird one? It's true, and his name is AndyPants Gaming, and of course, only on the right could a creator like this survive such a horrible scandal. Except, with the release of this new game, Pragmata, AndyPants has decided to throw his hat in the ring, calling it a dad game that's under attack by woke weirdos. Say what you will about Pragmata, but this is the last game, the last guy anyone should want defending the game. So I thought we'd take a look at his new video, The War on Normal People. Of course, we've got the Pragmata characters here in the thumbnail, so I'm expecting we're gonna see some pretty goofy takes from this guy who has no room to talk about this subject in particular. In fact, I'm a little skeeved out already, but let's try to fight through it and get started, shall we?
Has anybody else noticed that every TV show, video game, movie, and media conglomerate is spending billions trying to get you to hate things that are good?
Where? Where is this happening? Like, genuinely, unless you're, like, obviously you guys are schizophrenic, your hammers, everything looks like a nail to you, so everywhere you look, you see woke. But genuinely, where is any of this media telling you to hate anything? I see the internet, and I see YouTube and these grift tubers like AndyPants, and what I see are people who are actually putting in a shitload of work and making a ton of money off of telling you what to hate. So, it's really ironic that that's how he opens his video, but okay.
Loving your own culture is now racist. Protecting your family from criminals is now fascist. Loving your own religion is now Islamophobic.
So what specifically is being called these things when you describe it that way? Because this is the same as someone punching another guy in the face, and then they get arrested, and the guy's like, what? Well, all I did was ball up my hand and propel it through the air. Are you telling me I don't have the right to move my body?
Pedro Pascal and Stephen Colbert went on TV and shared a kiss recently.
All of a sudden, moving my body is assault?
To promote his new movie aimed at children. That's right, Disney thought it was okay for two men to kiss on TV to promote a child.
What a line. Disney thought it was okay for two men to kiss on TV. Yes, it's 2026. It's fine. You'll survive. Just try not to pop a boner, buddy.
Children's film. But they're going to spin around and say conservatives are the ones we need to be concerned about. Right.
I mean, read the data, my good friend, and you'll see that it's the conservatives we need to be worried about. No matter what area you're looking in, if we're talking about CSA, child sexual assault or molestation, it's the conservatives we need to be worried about, particularly the religious ones. If we're talking about violence or crime in general, like of all kinds, like any sort of violence or whatnot, it's conservative extremist violence that is far more likely than left-wing extremist violence. So, once again, delusional.
Ready for Pride Month, the ultra-gay city of Boston just announced it will be hosting 19 drag queen story hours for children.
I thought woke was dead, though. Wait, I thought woke was dead and Pride Month is over. What do you mean? It's so funny when we've watched like so many conservative slop content lately that's saying woke is dead, Pride Month is over, and then you watch another guy who's, I guess, not getting the same marching orders, and he's outing the fact that those other videos are completely wrong in their premise.
Welcome to capitalism, my dude.
Not going to lie, I thought AndyPants crawled back into his cave and retired from YouTube after the Act Man debate.
No, he actually got into a battle with the Act Man, if I remember right, trying to take down the video of their debate and like lock it down, copyright it and everything, and Act Man had to do a bunch of stuff to keep it up. Yeah, he went like nuclear trying to wipe that from the internet. It was really embarrassing. But yeah, AndyPants didn't go anywhere. Even after the AI slop game stuff, he didn't go anywhere after that either. Grifter's gonna grift. What are you gonna do? Anyway, thank you, Vault Hunter.
Every year at these events, Redditors skip the furry convention for a weekend to show up at these events and expose themselves to children. But guys, remember, conservatives are the problem.
Don't you think there would be, like, a rash of arrests if that was true? Because public exposure is a crime, buddy. You realize that all these things you're fear-mongering about are crimes already, and there's no amount of, like, pride flags or woke month that's going to change the fact that exposing yourself in front of a child in public is a crime.
Problematic ones. The Charlie Kirk shooting, the Nashville shooting, the Colorado Springs shooting, the Trump assassination attempt. Basically every public shooting from the past.
Wait. Charlie Kirk, trans shooter? Guys, wait, okay, they're claiming the Trump shooter was trans? Wait, what? Guys, do you know how many trans shooters there have ever been? You can Google it right now. Gemini AI will tell you, like, has all of the data and, like, tells you up front. There have been 3 trans shooters ever. So he's doubled the amount of existing trans shooters of all time with this image. He's lying and doubled it. 4, I think? Oh, okay, 4. Or no, it is 3? Okay, it is 3, sorry. Okay, yeah, so he's already fudged the numbers here immensely, because the Kirk shooter and the Trump shooter were definitely not trans. And then on top of that, even if all these people were trans, they would be the only trans shooters. All the while, mind you, the vast majority, even when you account, or not the majority of shootings, even accounting for gang violence, Charlie Kirk reference, are done by white dudes, straight white dudes. So are we really going to essentialize, oh, yeah, there's been some shooters. This means that it reflects on every member of this demographic. Are we going to really start claiming that? Because if we do, it's the white boys that should be getting all the blame. I'm sorry, I like data, not like internet memes and 4chan posts. I like actual data, because I'm not a retard.
2 years was carried out by a trans person. But Republicans are the dangerous ones. Right. In the
Yeah, the data suggests this pretty clearly, by the way.
UK and France right now, there's skyrocketing rape rates and terrorist attacks perpetuated exclusively by illegal migrants. But
exclusively by illegal migrants? That's crazy. I didn't realize the native-born people in those countries didn't rape. That's wild.
Fat white liberal women who work at game studios will call you fascist.
Yeah, he does not like adult women. We know why.
And Islamophobic for pointing out this obvious fact. Boys, why has basic common sense and decency become such a rare thing these days? What I really want to talk about, though, is how this has spilled over into video games. I open up Xbox Communist Pass and everything is just so...
Ah, yes. Let's buy the Xbox Communist Pass. What would this guy answer if you asked him to define communism?
Fucking gay, and none of these games are made for normal people anymore. I mean, compare this artsy slop with peak Xbox magazines from 2001. I think you could see the difference. So I think the best example of how game journalists just hate normal people now was the release of Pragmata. So this game came out about a month ago and is one of the most wholesome things I've ever played. You play as a dad protecting his surrogate android daughter. People were calling it Dad Space. But the wild thing is you could see
It's so fucking cringe. I'm sorry. If you like Pragmata, that's fine, but this game has been permanently just ruined in my mind. The moment I saw its reveal at like Games Fest a couple years ago, I immediately remember thinking, oh god, what is this design? Jesus Christ. And exactly what I expected to happen happened when the game came out. I just don't... I feel like it was a very deliberate choice to add something to this culture war. Like, we already know they made the game with at least one of their goals being to drive up birth rates in Japan, so it's already a pretty odd motive to make a video game, but okay.
The game factory resetting OnlyFans whores in real time.
Yeah, baby.
Jesus Christ.
We did it! This is how we say.
They, of course, like, if you're a woman online, then in this guy's mind, I guess you're an OnlyFans whore, quote-unquote. Feminism leaves body. I don't know if you can't see it, but he did a little pop-up there. Because the kid's so cute. Oh my god, she wants to be a mom. The feminism is leaving her body. Moms can't be feminist. Listen, if you think moms can't be feminist, tell that to, like, every incel chud online who's a teenager, okay? Like, listen, they will tell you that moms can be feminist.
Good job!
She's never received a high five before. Aww. She wants a high five.
I'm counting on you, kiddo.
Factory resetting
this
women.
Is so cute.
Years of feminist programming was being completely undone in real time as women realized why God made them. Not to be sluts on OnlyFans, but to have children. What happened next was wild.
You're brood mares. That's all you're meant to be. Accept it. Like, literally, they're trying to pathologize women finding a little android kid cute into something so much more than what it is. Surprisingly, I know this is going to shock you, women like cute things, and they tend to express how much they like cute things in very open and unashamed ways because they're not shamed for doing so like guys are from a young age. So, yeah, they just think it's cute. I don't think their brains are being rewired, but okay.
Though, and was the ultimate self-report. The challenge of not sexualizing a child was simply too hard for Reddit, and the LGBTQ crowd started talking about how Pragmata was, and I quote, pedo bait. Stacey Henley is a trans
I mean, buddy, you're playing it.
Weirdo on the site The Gamer who literally can't go 2 seconds without talking about Diana in a sexual way somehow. Bro, imagine.
By the way, this is their cope. A lot of lolicons like to do this. Whenever you call out their sexualizing and gooning for an underage character, they say that you're sexualizing the character by pointing out what they're doing. Because they'll usually do it in a somewhat tongue-in-cheek way. So when you don't play into their, like, euphemisms and their dog whistling, and you call out exactly what they're saying, they're like, ugh, that's so disgusting. Why would you be thinking about that? Ugh.
Imagine you were playing Last of Us in 2013, super wholesome game about Joel protecting Ellie. Now imagine a leftist drives by and yells, pedo bait. You would just...
Do you remember the overwhelming right-wing rage towards The Last of Us? Because it existed. The right was not happy about The Last of Us when it came out, but we weren't really in that big attacking every new game that comes out yet era. There's a reason why the immediate sequel was met by unanimous hate from the anti-woke crowd.
Just laugh at them and be like, what the hell is wrong with you, dude? Why would you even bring that up? That's so weird to bring that up. Anytime somebody calls something pedo bait when literally nobody even brought that up, you should...
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's the people who are weirded out. Like, by the way, are we going to acknowledge the fact that you guys are the ones who keep calling trans people and gay people pedophiles when it's not anywhere relevant to the conversation? Are we ever going to acknowledge that fact? Let's be real. This character is designed weird, okay? And you are pretending if you think she's not. And we know that she's designed weird because she's designed in the Capcom art style. All of their games that use this art style, when they depict a kid, their faces look weird, like an adult face pasted onto a child body. This has been a notoriously ongoing criticism since at least as far as I remember 2017, when Resident Evil 7 Biohazard came out. I remember the critiques being there quite a lot. And there's other franchises too where this art style issue has been a particular problem on kids. And this character, from the day the game got announced, was just a little off-putting in her design. I'm not saying it completely ruins whatever the game is trying to go for, but there's a reason some people were off-put. And I think what really seals the deal is how people like AndyPants talk about Diana. That's what, and how much they need to defend it. That's what really seals the deal.
Start checking dude's hard drive. I'm talking about Actman, Angry Joe, Destiny, Hassan. It's always projection. It's always a self-report. Guys, but the
Remember when you got destroyed by Actman and tried to hide the debate from the internet, buddy? I do.
funny thing about Pragmata and an entire group of Reddit leftist weirdos projecting their own weird desires
That's right. Actman is a Reddit leftist weirdo now.
onto a wholesome game. You know, I thought, and it reminded me of something, and it reminded me of a game.
No way. No way is he actually... Okay. All right. He's actually bringing up his AI pedo game
That I created about a year ago. It came out in May 2025. So just to give you a summary of Chad versus the Gay Nazis, basically this game, it's about a man, all these leftist cucks and weirdos are running the government, and they're the gay Nazis.
This is where he put his own daughter being like in a sexual, like the from what I understand, the goal of the game is to like rescue a character. The character is supposedly based on AndyPants, and the goal is to like save your daughter. The daughter is based on AndyPants' daughter and whatnot, and your goal is to save her from the child molesting Nazi woke before they molest her. So he made a video game that is about his daughter getting molested. It was his wife left him over this, by the way. He lost custody of his daughter. Like, no matter how he tries to frame this, just remember that his wife found out about this, took the daughter, and left his ass over it.
And they take this, Chad is the main character, and they take his daughter from him. And so, you know, I can't say on YouTube because I'm going to get banned. I can't say what he did to them, but let's just say he removed these people from existence and he went after them. And so the game is about a bunch of LGBTQ pedos who take this dad's daughter and he comes after them. And guys, I don't even care that my game got banned. Like, it's so ridiculous because Steam has the most vile, disgusting porn you've ever seen. And yet my game gets banned.
Well, yeah, because CP is not allowed on Steam, buddy.
My perfectly wholesome game in which a man defends his daughter gets banned. And so
Oh,
I don't even care if I make money off the game anymore. I'm going to drop 4 links down below in the YouTube video, 4 different places you can download the game right now. It runs on PC. If you want to pay me for the game, if you want to send me like
I wouldn't download that game if I were you. I don't know what the FBI would think if they found that on your hard drive. They might not like that.
$10, feel free to send it to Venmo, or you can just email me here, and maybe I'll send you my PayPal address. But guys,
Jesus.
as always,
This guy is such a fucking loser, man. Oh my god. Like, it really goes to show how much the low effort slop the people love it. These right-wing chuds love it. And I really want to point out the fact this guy's still doing pretty good even after that scandal with his AI slop game. So it's just speaks volumes about the kind of people on the right, that they're just totally cool with that and don't care. But okay. Anyway, folks, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and follow my social medias. In fact, comment down below if you think the right will ever realize that this guy is a fucking weirdo and they should drop him. My guess is no. But of course, I hope to see you guys again, and thank you for watching.